So, hi. This is, I guess, my third video, and today's topic will be okay, I'm doing it again. So, what I'm trying to say is sometimes, not sometimes, but most of the times, so I watched one of Emma's video last night. Like last night, I was watching YouTube after a long time. I used to watch Emma's video on a regular basis, and I really missed when she stopped making those video for a while. So I guess what I am such a person who literally grown up through social media, right? My idealized people whom I really in terms of looking upwards, like the kind of people I desire to be in, the kind of world I want to live in. Like everyone choose to live in some kind of world, and everyone like make those world for themselves, right? So I would say there are many occasions whereas I feel that it's not for me, you know. There were, like, let's take for example, when I used to watch Emma's video, I first discover her on 2021, I guess. Okay, right after the COVID pandemic hits. So back then I was like so much in a limited place. Like I am not saying I am in a place where everything has like I have everything and I have access to a lot of things. No, in fact it is still like close about zero. I am not good with that kind of exposure and all. So I have a very limited kind of exposure in terms of all these things. For me, when you have, not just for me, I guess for everyone, when you have a limited exposure, you will feel like this is it. This is gonna be it for the rest of your life. The kind of way that I am dressed right now, like I am dressing up, the kind of makeup I do right now, the kind of people I have in my life right now, the kind of places I go to right now, it's all like if I go back to that phase in time, like in 2020, earlier than that, or like in 2022, like all those times now, I feel like a lot. I was very, in terms of living my life, I was very in a low place, but I thought that is all I can get. You know what I mean? Like I used to feel like this is it, this is the best that can ever happen to me. So this is just one thing that I want to say why I'm making this video of, is there are limitless things. Okay, there's limitless things cannot even imagine, like all these things that I am currently having, and all the kind of experiences that I am getting. Most of them are good, few of them are bad, and few of them are really worst, but still I am getting to experience all those things, the things that I could never even imagine I will ever be able to experience. Those things are, you know, I get so excited when I buy things. People might say ki no, she is like such a person who puts a lot into her looks, her clothes, or everything else. But I have always been that kind of person who really admired getting dressed, who really love putting efforts to her looks and all these things. But you know, the kind of things that I have right now, it was all a dream. It not just because of money or those kind of things. It's just a belief that you can be more. I'm not saying these things in a very like those type of way ki you just have to think and you will get it. No, you have to work for it as well. But before you work for it, you have to become that thing, you know. I heard this thing, a lot of people say this thing ki you have to become this to receive this. But I always wondered that how to become that if I don't have that, right? But I guess it's all about the mentality that you have. Most of us believe that this is all that we can get. At least for me, it was. So when I see that there's more, I still believe that going to, like, one of my ultimate goal in life is having a apartment in New York City. Okay, that to be specific is on Upper East Side. Upper East Side. So it's a big dream. Okay, not everyone can live that kind of dream because they choose not to be, and I don't know how will I even get there, how I will make my way up there. So I know how that sounds to have all this kind of dreams, but I would still say what I used to believe on back on that time. I still believe that it is like back then it was like 0 minus 0 minus 0 kind of. I can think ki yes, I might, like, it is like 50-50 chance that I will someday, I will. But back then it was like not even any day. Okay, this is it, this is all that I can get in life, and this is what I deserve. So one thing that I can say to every each one, ki dream big, dream big, dream whatever you want to dream. There's no limit, like literally the sky is the limit. Okay, and it's so funny to me because you know what was my changing point. My changing point was when the COVID hits and a lot of people died in that thing, and it just did something to my brain that if I am still here, that means I am meant for more. I know how cheesy that might sound, but this is the truth. That was my turning point. And I'm not saying that I have achieved a very big kind of things after that thing hit, but I have achieved things that I can never imagine that I can. So I don't know. I am just recording this thing because I make that promise to myself that I will, without any script, without anything, just a random thought. I just went out to the market because I have to go shopping for the puja. Okay, and after I came back home, I realized, chalo, let's make some video about it because I haven't made any since last 14 to 15 days, so maybe more than that. So this is pretty much it, and over here we have our Christmas tree because it's Christmas time.